Hello, welcome. My name is Statpus and we're playing Death and Taxes, and we have got another part coming up. This might be the end. We'll see. We'll see how quickly we can get through some deaths. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of files to read. Crow News. Media mogul dies after a sudden case of illness. Law enforcement suspect poisoning. Journalist on a covert operation disappears. New dangerous drugs flooding the market, seemingly undisturbed. Intense debates ensue as freelance engineer unveils custom-designed combat robots with extensive weapon attachments. Oh. Tomorrow's science fracking linked to earthquakes, new research confirms. Okay, so yesterday was not a good day, as it turns out. Tidings, Grim. Life ought not be too predictable, but the massacre you wrought yesterday... unacceptable. Yes, I understand we could use a bit of alteration and alternation sometimes, which is why I have developed a proper new process. Quota for the day: every other profile has to die. Must now return to my research. Fate. Mean. Okay. So we have Sanyu, who is a shopkeeper, frustrated with the bland condiment selection at the local grocery stores. Sanyu opened a shop to sell specialty cooking ingredients. Now people can cook dishes originating from all around the globe. So what I'm thinking is we find someone who we particularly want to live or die, and then from there we work out our alternation. So Raven, professional athlete. Raven is enjoying a moderately successful career as a deadlifter. They have a brother, Ronald, and a child, Mira. In their spare time, they like going hiking and camping. Mira is constantly inspired by Raven's determination and wishes to continue in their footsteps. Oil fracker. Rajesh is in the fracking industry for the money, and no cries from the environmentalists will make them rethink. They're determined to rise on the career ladder and become the boss of the fracking firm someday. Okay, so we've got our death. We've got the person who ruins it for everyone else. So the people on either side live. When we get any complaints, blame Rajesh. So if you die, that means you live. Market researcher, also an awful person, but there we are. Kill the full-time mother. Yep, that seems fine. And who else are we killing? Another stay-at-home parent. Awesome. Awesome. Who needs parents, right? Oh, it's all going horribly wrong. Okay. Oh, the cloud's back.
Hey there. What you up to?
Mostly killing people. Will you ever leave me alone?
Can't do that. I'm deeply ingrained. The suffering. How many lives have you taken? Do you even count?
Not really.
Starting to look a bit grim, ain't it? I guess that's already in the name. Grim.
Not my place to rattle the status quo.
The great engine of life always stops. Someone's gotta stop it. Just happens to be you. Directly in control.
Well,
No wonder fate picked you for the corrupting pot.
I refuse to feel guilty.
Grim, welcome. Remember when I told you of my idea to become an author? I think I have reached a conclusion.
I'm all ears, metaphorically speaking.
Now, you might find this shocking. Truly, I have decided to set myself upon the path of grand artistry. I shall compose a novel most illustrious, one that will explain everything.
Cool, can I read it?
Certainly, once it is finished. You will be the recipient of the first copy of the first printing.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about being that special.
Anyway, we have some official business to take care of, yes? Tedium profiles. Nothing amiss here, as far as I can see. Your adherence to the rules is admirable.
Admirable. I'm admirable.
Now I bid thee goodbye. The inaugural words of the greatest novel of all time will be engraved tonight.
It feels like my boss doesn't really care about his job anymore. Can I go and buy something really expensive? Let's go do that.
Batten down the hand.
I want all of them. I can finally afford the snow globe.
Well, scuttle me both, Michael. Clear as a crisp spring morn, I remember the day in the cave at the bottom of an ocean, which was guarded by a horrendous beast. So, had no choice but to underwater arm wrestle. All 8 tentacles. Afterwards, I met a hag with crow-feet wrinkles on her face, and wrinkled crow faces on her feet. She knew me well, though we had not met before. Gifted me this ominous glow. Maybe 'twas a warning of a kind. Maybe she just fancied me. I did die about a week later.
Oh, so that, okay. So I've got a thing that can give me Cthulhu face, or I've got a cactus. I kind of want both of them.
By Jones copper, the slimy appendage is still here. I shudder at that very memory.
I'm gonna go have tentacle face.
Which way was down? Where to step forward? The walls. They were everywhere. I grabbed what I could and ran. Ran as fast as me feet could go. As I emerged in the darkness, I found myself standing in the middle of a carnival. Truly a nightmare.
Okay. Oh, and I don't quite have enough cactus. Okay, cactus, we will come back for you. So, let's go have a quick look at how pretty we can... Okay, no, pop art. Oh, it's amazing. Yes. Okay, and to bed. Okay. Ooh. It's so magical. Woo! I have no idea how I did this. What is this ominous thing trying to tell me? Okay, you can go in the drawer. You can go in the radio drawer. What have we got on here? Crow news. Locals go back to eating plain boiled potatoes when Spice Shop closes after death of owner. Soda company starts selling mojito rum cola flavoured sodas. Parents enraged. Damages from fracking deemed to be too excessive and expensive. Government vows to shift towards developing better renewable energy sources. Another young adult harassed by a mysterious person. Is Cosmopolis City dealing with a serial killer? The youth of today, immoral and lazy. We should reinstate harsher punishments. The Dragonhead Gallery to host an exhibition of intricate wooden sculptures and genetically modified crops proven to be a hoax. Use all natural fertilizers. Okay. Grim, this I will keep this short. I am suspecting a systematic bias in our balancing methodology. Quote for the day: the last 3 humans coming from the facts have to die. I'm counting on the accuracy of your judgment. Oh crap! They came out in a certain order and I have no idea what that order is. They materialise in a certain order. Okay, should we go ones at the back? Ones at the back that are closest to the fax machine, or the ones on top? That would make sense, wouldn't it? The 3 on top would be the last to come out. Okay, I'm going to go with that. I'm not even looking. Oh, good, you're a scammer and a conspiracy theorist. Excellent. You probably not so much deserve to die, but I'm not looking, so it's fine. Okay, and then the rest live, otherwise I get told off for being rebellious. And you. And you. Okay, back. Yes. I'm sure I have done great things. I've only just noticed that my phone has a picture of Lady Pordington on it. Right. Did I guess correctly?
Grim. Why are you...
Oh, like he cares.
Oh, right. The Daily... always in positions when I have important research to perform. Let us get on with it. I see the exact amount of profiles necessary. Good job, I guess. Yes. That should suffice, I imagine.
Fine by me.
Grand. Goodbye, Grim. The muse beckons.
The muse beckons. I love how he clearly doesn't care whether I meet my my conditions anymore, but if I do them wrong, then I will still definitely get punished. Right, I'm watching what order they come out in this time. Oh, they don't come out in a specific order. Okay. Okay. This is going to be about who died, though, and I don't think we even looked at who died. So I'm sure it's all fine. I'm sure it's all fine. The assignment. An eldritch waft of air passed through my office earlier, certainly a sign of disorder. We could not determine the correct amount of people to mark today, so I leave it up to you. Quote for the day: any humans who seem suspicious have to die. You'll figure it out, yes? Keep your eyes open. Okay, suspicious people. Amadou, a firefighter, has wanted to become a firefighter since they were a little kid. As a keen wine enthusiast, Amadou is leading the strike team defending the Sum County vineyards from wildfire. Okay, you seem fine. I'm going to go with not suspicious. Riona, a sommelier, can identify just about every wine taste profile. They're so prolific, they can even make up what they don't know. Lately, they've been trying out increasingly more obscure wines. They also like doing tasting exercises with their children, using various craft sodas. They do not, however, endorse alcohol abuse. I'm going to go with that slightly suspect. The Calvinist in me is very suspicious. Gadis, a drone pilot. After enlisting, Gadis had to focus on the new and popular high-tech approach of drones because of their experience with controllers and because it felt safer and less traumatizing. They're hoping to make the world a better and safer place. Sure. Very little to go on today. Carrie Ann Driver, a coroner. A coroner sees death daily, and Carrie is no stranger to it. They handle the most critical of medical cases and are specialised in large-scale outbreaks. Their investigative skill is second only to their passion, solving puzzles. Puzzles which most of the time include deadly toxins and microorganisms. Suspicious? Maybe. Leinani later, marine biologist. Leinani, a professor at the Cosmopolis Central University, has dedicated their life to studying the well-being of aquarium fish. Since it's already known that goldfish have a decent memory, they advocate banning small fish bowls. Okay, you seem fine. Let's see how well my arbitrary decisions have gone. Okay, up, 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 up. No cloud. Oh, he's gone again. Oh no, Lady Pordington is in charge again. As you enter, you notice that Fate's office is empty aside from Lady Pordington snoozing on the table. Hey, kitty cat, you are so good. The old-fashioned phone suddenly rings with an ear-piercing metallic clatter. A familiar voice calls from the static.
Haha, Grim, jolly good. As you may have noticed, I am absent. I decided for a short vacation. It is a weekend, after all, and the free time is essential for research. For the novel, yes?
So I'm reporting to the cat again?
Hello, Grim, are you there? Oh, curse this useless apparatus. It never works when I need it. You may be wondering about who is in charge. I did consider leaving dear Lady Hornington again, but my hiatus is only momentary. I am sure you can manage these.
I'm on my own?
But what of the conduct overview, you may be thinking? To be honest, I cannot be bothered at the moment. I am certain you have done well enough.
So I can do whatever I like.
Now, I must go submerge myself. Toodles, Grim.
Toodles. Okay. To the office. Okay, so once again, I suppose we did pay proper attention, didn't we? So, pathogen research facility tactically fumigated as concerns over research ethics rise. Heroic firefighters save vineyards from certain doom. Sales of regional wine on the rise. The results are in fish can have a little salami. Another person vanishes without a trace, law enforcement perplexed. And cozy Bohemian Waffle House gaining popularity. Go check it out. Your attention is required. I have been informed of a delicate situation. I trust that you will handle it as usual. 5 humans have to die. I think that's 1. 1 human must be spared. This is of utmost importance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that should be fine. P.S. Do be careful to let the right person live. Do what you do best. Oh, right. Okay, so 1 person lives. So we've got Tamo, who is a sheep farmer. People make a lot of juvenile jokes when it comes to sheep farming, which really gets under Tamo's skin. Sheep farming is an important provider of meat, milk and fibre, even parchment. Tamo really cares for their flocks though, and their sheep are very healthy. You seem okay. Brian the janitor, raking leaves is hard. Blowing them around with a leaf blower is much more fun. This is why Brian takes care of the leaves exclusively with a leaf blower, starting already at 6 in the morning. The toxic fumes the machine emits don't concern them one bit. Okay. Don Fiorino mobster tries to model themselves after the old mafia novels and films without realizing those stories are made up by authors who had no connection to or understanding of organized crime. Soon enough they'll realize there are no honor codes and family bonds. Crime is just crime. Amy the poacher is a gifted hunter who has recently found a way to make a decent living with this skill. They hunt the elusive mountain cats for their fangs, which are thought to kill. Okay, you're just going to die. No. Christopher the money launderer opened a waffle house in the middle of the Cacti Valley to have a reason to claim illegal income but avoid customers. When a hiker finds the place, which sometimes happens, Christopher starts sweating profusely and attempts to cook with 10-year-old ingredients. And the immunologist. This is the guy. I think this is the guy. Cuneo hopes to unlock the secrets of the immune system and make it more efficient in fighting diseases. They found a promising new approach in gene therapy. Cuneo spends most of their time in the lab, but tries to go drinking with their colleagues whenever possible. Right. You can live. Everyone else is gonna die. Mobster dies. Sheep botherer dies. Janitor dies. I am happy with today. Feel like I have done good work. Okay, up. Oh, hello, Cloud.
I dreamt the bags of sickly meat and brittle bones ceased to exist, collapsed into a pile of bone meal and bubbling innards juice. From the mulch rose a new, better human being. much more capable of living, unburdened by weak spindling ligaments and fragile respiratory systems.
It's saddening and yet
An
hopeful.
image that raises more questions than it solves. You imagine a golden trim to a rotten shaft.
These mad ramblings aren't helping me at all.
We are not here to help, but to reflect. We see you.
Okay. You're meant to be back from your holiday by now. Oh, Lady Portington. As you look around the office, you see Lady Portington lounging supine on the table. That's not what she looks like. She looks like she's been very naughty. The old-fashioned phone again rings right as you settle in. The familiar, if grainy voice can be heard.
Grim, you would not believe the fun I am having. Such transformations from the monotony of the office. It almost makes it all seem worthwhile. Yes, you expect your daily summons, but I still cannot find simply to burden myself with this matter. So, off you go.
Okay. It feels like it's definitely different people speaking to me and leaving me instructions. Ah! I've shot it. Okay, did I kill the right person? Or did I save the right person? Poacher mauled to death by a pack of mountain cats in a seeming act of revenge. Excellent. That makes me very happy. Crack of dawn leaf blower dead after getting struck in the head with a flat iron thrown by a neighbour. Leaf blowers should be banned to increase urban air quality, lower stress levels. Crime boss gunned down on the streets by rival mobsters escalates turf war. Ruh-roh. Cannibalistic sheep escape into the countryside, terrorise surrounding villages. Bowling ball flies off the fingers of a very drunken doctor, crushes foot of colleague. Research suggests effective genetic engineering still decades away. Spawn male. Today is simple, Grim. It is as if a great calmness has enveloped the world. I do not see the need for many deaths for today. 2 humans have to die. New discoveries await fate. Okay, who have we got? We've got Tane, who's an aqua farmer. Tane farms aquatic plants, mostly various species of microalgae. They have never really been all that interested in the fish/crustacean side of aquaculture, preferring to keep their attention on seaweed. Seaweed has many talents and uses after all. You seem fine. Lissa, the housekeeper, loves to engage in gossip. They have a binder full of information about the people living in the house they work at and a separate binder for all the people who visit. Most of the information is sensitive and used to blackmail the wealthy, and they do it all for their children. Okay. Amiko, who is retired, worked hard their whole life, but when retirement knocked, they switched to full fun and games mode. These days they spend some time taking care of their garden, but most of their time playing team-based online multiplayer shooters. And Dane, the podcaster, comedian slash sad person. This makes me think of we were talking about boy bands. Was it earlier today or yesterday, Katie? Wasn't Dane Bowers someone in a boy band? Was it Blue? I'm not great on my boy bands. Dane is basically a default human with few to none bells or whistles attached. They sigh a lot and are often grumpy or just sit in a corner silently. It may be their secret way of coming up with jokes. They're the originator of a comedy podcast about bad films. You think he was in Another Level? I've never heard of Another Level. And I will go with the blackmailer, even if she is doing it for her kids. And then these two can live. Okay, go. And you're still not back, are you? Oh, you are back! He opened up a second-rate pub in the south side of Glasgow pre-COVID because that's how successful he is. He was the one that did that song with Posh Spice. Grim. How was your break?
Adequate. Now, let us not waste time and get on with it. Right. I see the exact amount of profiles.
No idea why I know that.
At least someone seems to be up to their task.
Yeah. You're a closet Posh Spice fan. What's with the attitude?
Why am I livid? Because the rest of highest management thought it necessary to remind me that taking a sudden leave
I have a small tabby
detrimental
cat.
to our
He thinks that she might be as pretty as Lady Pordington. Are you going to come say hi? Or are you going to be a jerk and go away? Nope, she's a jerk. Continue.
because they thought to admonish me for taking a couple of days to perform important research.
Another level with a sexy boy band that our parents wouldn't allow us to listen to. Because they were too sexy.
The saying goes, how is it? Nothing in life is more certain than...
Beeps and boops! Rainbows and puppies! Rainbows and puppies.
No. It is death and taxes. What else would it be?
Rainbows and puppies.
Either way, the nerve they have to lecture me on how to do my job.
Say nothing.
No matter, Gwen. I apologize for taking it out on you.
Yeah. Katie says they were all about that R&B and they were on another level. I honestly don't remember them at all. I wish I could say it's because I was all edgy and cool as a teenager, but I just genuinely didn't listen to music very much. Okay. So, aquaculturist finds a new approach to seaweed farming which proves useful in regenerating dying coral reefs. That's good. Nation's wealthiest prosecuted as damning information surfaces at the house of a dead housekeeper. Comedian chokes on stage, literally. The Silver Foxes team poons young noobs. Well, rarely, but it's fun to see the elderly in action. Cool. The rules! Go with the flow. My modest excuse is grim. Right, the situation is that everything got all jumbled up in our fax delivery system. You should listen to your gut today. Hee, your gut, yes, because you are a, skeleton. Quote for the day, go with the flow. Toodles, fate. Okay. So we have, I think that said Cherche? Cherche? Something like that. Game designer has always had sensible ideas and fantastical visions, which is why they're now in charge of developing the latest expansion to Planet of Peacecraft. The expansion promises an even grander open world experience along with an epic tale of deceit and corruption. Yep, you can live. Got a Danae office worker, Chi as they like to be called, enjoys building and restoring muscle cars in their leisure time. It gives them solace in an otherwise monotonous life. They are most proud of their first ever project, the Motorosity, powered by the rare 7-litre V8 Hemi 46 engine. Yep, I'm fine with you. Fiona, mathematician, a sharp mind and quick wit have served Fiona well. They are the maths expert in a popular science show, making maths cool again and hoping no one notices their extensive tax fraud endeavours. There are worse things. Hi Fandangly, how are you doing? Thanks for coming by. Are we still talking about another level? I didn't start it, the game started it because it put someone called Dane in front of me, and the only other Dane I know, apparently I don't know, is Dane Bowers. Degen, petty thief. Degen needs to eat to live and steal to eat. Their spouse disapproves of Degen's life choices and lets them know of it every time they are together. After a while, Degen decided to lie to their spouse that they got a regular job. That's right, they decided to steal the truth. I'm wondering if it's going to give me everyone is okay. And then I'm going to get told off for letting everyone off. Luigi the forklift operator is a revolutionary, a radical and avant-garde hero of the people. The ultimate underdog, a vanguard of change, beloved by all. They love cruising around in their forklift at high speeds, which, considering the forklift, is not very fast. They sound fine also. I am going to get told off for letting everyone live. Melina the taxi driver is stuck right in the middle of a taxi mafia turf war. They've had their tyres slashed, their car chained to a traffic signpost, the front window painted, and the interior of their car filled with foam. They're now considering joining an app-based rideshare service. Katie has a feud with forklifts. What does that mean? Aaliyah the photojournalist. Aaliyah used to be a war correspondent. Nowadays, most of their time is spent searching for feel-good stories. They recently got hired to the Daily Clarion, where the editor-in-chief tasked them with identifying a peculiar vigilante of sorts who keeps running around the city in a manatee-themed costume. I want to see the results of that. Yeah. Katie says, I do. Thankfully, I played Journey the other day, and I'm happy to say no forklifts. The first 2 streams Fandangly saw her do had battles with forklift trucks. I mean, how many forklift puzzles are there? Enrique, the Prime Minister. Enrique never really liked politics, yet is serving a second term in office. When travelling, they enjoy snooping out all the hip spots the locals frequent. A fan of history, they own a vast collection of old war figurines. They are married and have 2 homeschooled children. So does this mean I have to kill the last one? Is the last one awful? Mike Jordan retired. Mike loves bird watching and nature, although they and their spouse live in the middle of the city. They've written 6 books about birds. They're still in good shape and go to dancing classes twice a week. I think you've got to die for arbitrary reasons. Yes. One in Unravel 2 and one in Grim Fandango, like in the same week. I don't remember the one in Unravel, but I guess I didn't see you playing all of it.
Is your hand tired? Are your fingers getting stiff? You've been clicking around for quite a while.
I don't understand. Clicking on what?
On all the things you see scrolling by before your eyes.
It's gone all meta.
The screen is too bright. The sound's too loud.
This is super weird.
No weirder than your day. At least that got you.
I'm
To
not
the
dead.
office, where you belong.
Okay, let's see if you're still having an existential crisis.
Grim, welcome. You know, pursuing my art has given me insight.
Oh yeah?
I have been thinking of humanity, of mortality, their importance, worth, and meaning.
And what's the result so far?
A disarray of thoughts. Listen, is death really such a bad thing? It would be better for everyone.
Well,
In
everyone
fact,
dies eventually.
do these humans even truly exist? Their ephemeral being leads to no relevant outcome. It is all transient, no matter what they do or achieve in life.
Sounds accurate thus far.
They exist in a state of hubris and arrogance, considering them the center of the universe. Yet without them, the sun still sets and rises. Stars explode, galaxies form, or get torn apart. There are departments even for these events. Humans are not the be-all, end-all pinnacle of creation. They are small and insignificant, yet full of themselves. The grandeur of everything will not get superseded by space and nothing.
I'm not sure that's fully accurate.
It matters not how they live through their subjective experiences, millions upon billions of them, everyone considering themselves unique. And technically they are, I suppose, on a minor scale, yet also exceedingly similar, copying each other, living through similar events with similar basic reactions, while the universe is full of endless wonders they cannot or will not even experience or perceive ever.
But we could help them experience these
But
things.
why? What would that change? Their presence is not even necessary to validate these events outside their subjective experience or understanding. Do you know the saying, Grim? If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it,
Rainbows and puppies?
what? No. Why would you even... It is, does it make a sound? The ultimate height of arrogance and brain development, to imagine their presence to be power. The tree does not only sound, it has been sounding a long time. It has grown without anyone present. It has lived a life. None of this requires humanity to be there to bear witness.
I agree with everything. Can I also get a daily review?
Fine, let me gather the files. Certainly put them somewhere. Oh yes, you absolutely did everything correct today.
Yay!
Ridiculous profile work.
Oh god, this is what I live for.
Sometimes I do not comprehend.
I am special.
Well, that concludes our meeting. Good night.
Good night, Fate. Sleep well. Give Lady Pordington's good cuddles from me. Yes. Okay, who we killing today? So we've got, the humanity. Spelled like manatee but with a hue on the front. Anonymous vigilante prevents another attempt of robbery. Petty criminal fined for stealing inconsequential items promises to steal more in order to pay fine. Prime Minister of Mausua visits local war museum while on their political tour. Office clerk wins local race tournament in a spectacular underdog dark horse display, donates prize money to charity. Read our preview of the soon-to-be released expansion to Peacecraft. It's going to be a life-changing event. Excessively sedentary gaming lifestyle leading to an increase in health issues. Zombie flicks as popular as ever. Check out Blam Blam 6-2 in cinemas today. A newfound virus threatens to sweep every continent. Important! Grim, how do I put this? There is a nigh invulnerable virus. It's getting close to the bone again. Ravaging everyone on the planet. Meanwhile, you know what to do. Quote for the day, 4 humans have to die. Keep up the good work, Fate. So we've got a student. Chimwala is a charismatic opinion leader among their peers. They use this characteristic to affect campaigns for things they think are right. These topics include reducing the use of plastics, banning beige shorts, and stopping any vaccinations. Wait, so they want to stop vaccinations? So they're an anti-vaxxer. And 4 humans have to die out of 5. Okay, you're dead. You gave me a reason. Kermit. Aw, Kermit. The psychologist has a warm, kind-hearted personality and does their best to help troubled youth and marginalised people. They are a community activist and run a private practice for cognitive behavioural therapy when they aren't dealing with their grandkids. So you are basically going to live, probably. Katie's got to go have dinner. Enjoy the rest of this. It feels like your kind of game and a lot of fun. Thanks for stopping by again, Katie. Hope you have good dinner. I'm hoping to have mine soon. I don't think this is going to be much longer. Olaf Rayner, designer. Music, dogs, drinking. What else can one hope for in life? Olaf is one to enjoy the sweet life of a designer in a prestigious business IT company. They also enjoy making 5-second videos on the popular media platform WhatWhat. Okay, you are not as good as the psychologist. Ooh, I think this is going to be the difficult one. Josepha, the nurse. All their life, Josepha has made their personal mission about caring for those who cannot care for themselves. In addition to their hospital job, they also volunteer at various communal centres. They rent a small apartment in the suburbs with their brother and live a quiet, happy life. Okay, you are a maybe. And then Reuben Phillips, an unemployed lab rat. Reuben is currently in between jobs and is actively looking for employment. They are enamoured by zombie horror films and go to the cinema almost compulsively. They earn most of their living currently by taking part in medical human trials. No. Okay. I'm going to go with Kermit living. Okay, go. I should have bought that calendar because then it might give me a tick down of the days. Okay, existential crisis, how are we doing?
It has the sweet taste of deliverance. Every blade of grass, every ray of light. It is a captivating day, is it not, Grim?
I guess so.
I know so, Grim. Never before have I experienced such certainty. My high spirits leave me at a loss for words.
What am I supposed to do now?
What you always do, Grim. It is your job to take care of the world. I trust you to make the correct choices. I, myself, must concentrate. The music have struck me. They beckon. Work to be done while there is still time.
I wonder if I can get that. I'll go see if the calendar is there, and if it's not, then I'll leave it.
If I ever
Yes, the calendar is there. Oh, as is the gerbil. Okay, I want the calendar.
Blimey, we scoured nigh every inch for this calendar.
And possibly the gerbil.
Mayhaps we raided too many merchantmen for it.
Maybe if I have the
This turns
gerbil,
out
then I can pet Lady
working on a
Cattington.
ship,
Poddington
still
even.
worth it for the annals worked on any year. Filled to the brim with arcane squiggles and short omens between the numbers. And in the footnotes. Also includes the major holidays of 100 different civilizations. And all the name days.
Lol.
I finally procured it from an old man.
Stop
on a
talking.
desperate
Get on with it. Okay, and boo the gerbil.
Core blimey, how did this wee monster even get here? 'Tis not really all that valuable plunder. Found the tiny fellow on the riverbanks of Styx itself.
I wonder if I can somehow
Like
give it to
gold.
Lady Poddington.
Can't imagine it being useful of it. But sure makes delightful squeaks when ye stroke.
Okay, what are you? Oh no, I'm not bothered about being a plague doctor. Okay, onwards. Yes. Okay, to work. Oh, okay, cool. So that does tell me how far through we are. So we've got 4 more days. Okay, coroner's baffled as fatal seizure endured by a local hospital nurse, still without apparent cause. Young people in latest antiviral medicine trial warned of severe risks as one dead from complications. Editorial by youth psychologist inspires anti-bullying movement. Anti-base shorts animus still simmering in the background even after death of front leader. tribute to Ollie Ray 09 gathered over 1 million views in first day, and television preacher calls upon the end times as deadly virus officially announced as pandemic. Yeek. Ah, it squeaks! Okay, you can go into the fun drawer. Read this. What ho, Grim? The virus does not seem to be fatal on its own, but it seems to make people terribly aggressive towards each other. Oh, is it zombies? Is it zombies? A true apocalypse. Quota for the day, 6 humans have to die. Okay, so we're saving 1. Who is the lucky one? Televangelist. No. No. That was easy. Chad Anderson, unemployed / MeTube philosopher. Also no. Lenny Kuski, movie director, a notorious filmmaker made famous by the Blam Blam 6 series. Lenny is enjoying their fame and fortune on a private resort outside Cosmopolis City. They feel like they are really touching people with their work and consider expanding the series into a franchise of its own. I don't know if really touching people is a hint towards something, but just in case. Okay, back row. Ludo, unemployed homeless. A few years ago, Ludo fell into hard times. They tried their best to claw back into society but failed. Recently, they have been going to job interviews again as the market is looking for fresh recruits after a series of sudden outbreaks of disease. Okay, you're a maybe. Annie, veterinarian. Oh, this is going to be a hard one to beat. Annie's had a special connection with animals from a very young age, occasionally even preferring their company over humans. Who can blame you? Although they have only worked as a vet for a few years, they are already considered a legend and nicknamed the Mouse Whisperer. Okay. MeTuber, no. Death. Teacher, Da is a homeschooling veteran. With their pupils mostly being from the elite of society, they feel very comfortable with teaching and will likely continue to do so until retirement. They've always wanted children of their own but never found the time or effort to go down that path. I'm actually going with the homeless guy can live, because their life seems to be looking up in a way that the others aren't. And maybe if I kill all of these others, Ludo can go be a vet. That's what we'll go with. That's the logic. Because there is definitely logic behind my choices in this game. Oh, hi Cloud.
Hey, what, pray tell, happened to the world?
I don't know.
Sure you do. It's the culmination of all your choices. Do you know the story of the Wyvern and the Prince Consort?
No.
Of course you do. A young, quick-witted Prince Consort was once kidnapped by a Wyvern. Using their gift of charm, they tried to alter the ways of the Wyvern in order to save their lives. Soon, the beast and the prince found resonating ideas and ambitions. They molded the land in rather inept ways, whilst thwarting attempts of rescue by the queen. Then the Wyvern, tired of the desolation, ate the prince and flew away.
Am I the prince?
Yes.
Oh. You would have answered yes to any of those.
It doesn't matter if your mistakes were countless or few, as long as you learn the lesson.
Okay.
We are thankful of our time together, even as it's quickly running out. It'll be pretty horrible from here on.
I mean, so far I've been okay with horrible. Oddly blasé about the idea of life in my hands.
I find myself at an impasse. Lend me your thoughts. Should my prose be
Oh,
more
God.
experimental, or should I stick to traditional narrative technique?
Haven't you seen what's happening in the world?
No, not really. I have been most occupied. Oh, fine. Let us take a look at the situation. My, so much chaos. pain and suffering are off the charts. What is, well, reanimated
Zombies! I called zombies.
around consuming the
I called zombies.
They are unstoppable, brutal death machines. Astounding. And it all stems from a singular patient zero, Karen and Driver. Sometimes it takes but a small moment. What can I say? Things do not seem to be going well at all.
I thought your rules were supposed to stop this.
Are you sure you followed them properly? To the letter?
Yes.
What is done is done. These are the consequences you must live with. While you still live.
I thought I wasn't
Off to work,
alive.
Grim. Certainly you have no time to waste now.
Everything's fucked. Okay. To bed. Yes. Right. Let's go hardly kill anyone, right? Okay. We have got teacher found dead at McAlbert Mansion, McAlbert Dynasties. Younger generation held as main suspects. Famous preacher dies during marathon session. Heart attack is suspected cause. Televangelist legend leaves massive fortune to their devout followers as death wish on live TV. Modern classic filmmaker accidentally killed by housemaid in apparent sexual harassment attempt. Yes! Called it! Homeless man goes ballistic on old lady after getting rejected from job interview. Oops! Okay, that was me. Heartbreaking. Villagers weep after a horde of crazy mice destroy the cheese supply of an entire village. All the terrible life choices of popular MeTube creator finally catch up to them. Entire Cosmopolis city in quarantine. Please do not leave your homes. Yeah, if only we knew what that felt like. I hope you read this post-haste. The viral crisis is at its apex. Surviving humans are subjected to intense quarantine, but some cities still remain inhabited and functional. Deal with them. Quote for the day, 2 humans have to die. The future is grim fate. Okay, so we've got Ismo, Lieutenant General, has served their country with respect and admiration. They are currently tasked with containing the massive viral epidemic, recently dubbed the White Death. As Cosmopolis City falls apart, they stay vigilant in upholding their duty with whatever means necessary. That's going to be a hard one to beat. So we've got Emil the priest, went to college at 19 to study religion for the lulz. When weighing career options after graduation, they decided to become a priest, again for the lulz. Some argue their detachment gives them the ability to give good unbiased advice to troubled souls. No, sorry. Even though you have a pretty cool scarf going on that looks like piano keys. Rio is a politician. Rio has been aggressively advocating for a new radical policy which completely eliminates all taxes. Any and all vocal opponents are mercilessly mocked. I mean, what did taxes ever do for us anyway? Okay, so normally I wouldn't kill you, but I feel like we need this guy looking after the population at the moment. So, go. Yes. That was an easy day. It was a quickie.
Hello, Grim. I have been absorbed in my work. Tell me, how goes it out there in the wild?
It's just properly spiraling out of control.
Fate, unconstrained, with nothing to stop it. Seems a terrible hour, yes? Wild bands of animated corpses roaming the streets, attempting to break through the barriers of the survivors' compounds. My, it truly looks like the end. I am giddy with anticipation.
Maybe I can still find a way.
All seems to be outside our timid grasp already. Goodness, look at the time, Grim. Precious moments wasted. Enjoy your night.
So does this mean if we let everyone live for the next couple of days, that everything will be fine? Or is it genuinely too late? Okay, what terrible news do we have now? Entire Cosmopolis city in quarantine. Please do not leave your homes. National Guard, all citizens ordered to stay in containment areas. Okay. Sad times. Oh, we've got fewer and fewer people to kill anyway. Apocalypse now. Unbeknownst to themselves, human society has finally collapsed. Whatever normalcy and humanity was left in the world is now swiftly fading. Quota for the day, the few remaining humans have to die. No, I refuse. I'm going to have a very last minute rebellion. These things is dry. Sorry. I need to ask HR to put me into a different department. Writing these things is driving me insane. If anyone is reading this, please sign my petition at the water cooler next to desk 5. Jesus. Okay, go. And then tomorrow is apparently the last day. Oh, I unlocked an achievement, but I can't see what it is. Oh, hello, Cloud.
You've done well, Grand Reaper.
Really?
No,
Oh.
we lack the imagination to pretend this is a world where you were competent.
I was competent.
What comes next?
You're the chatty one, so tell me how to fix
Too
it.
late, unless you cobble together a bit of temporal manipulation. Hop over to a different reality and do better. That'd really be something.
I'll just push my universal undo
Such a
button.
button existed. It'd obviously be called, like, New World Plus. Go on, oddball. Nothing else to wait for.
Fine, it's fine.
Sums you right up. Either devastating mediocrity or destruction. We've reached the end. In general, I mean. Not with us. We will never end. As long as there is a you, there will be us.
I think I've only got
Until
one
the
more
next
day.
round.
Ooh. Where has sausages? Delicious, delicious sausages. Where are we? Right, yes, I need to do my end of day thing.
It is growing quieter, Grim. Not much.
Crikey. What not a catastrophe.
An immaculate execution. The work
I let them both live.
ravenous corpses still roam around, searching for the final survivor. Once finished, they will also slowly vanish. Not a trace remains. There could be some sort of a metaphor for gluttony in this. Anyway, and crucially, in completion.
I fail to see how that is more crucial.
We are talking of exceptional art, my friend. A visionary breakthrough. Leave me to my grand labor, Grim. Tomorrow we shall deal with the final matters of this office.
Okay. I feel like I have done very badly. Just checking, there wasn't... No, there's nothing else that we can go to. Okay. I don't even know how to go sign the guy's petition. Okay, please remain calm. We have the best solution for everyone. Fake news. Now that you are not here, now that we longer talk, soon it will be over. We have come to it at last. Only one choice left to make. The last human must die. No! One last living entity stumbling across an endless wasteland, drawing their final breath. No! You will live. Because what I say definitely has an impact this late in the game. No, no cloud. Okay.
The last day, Grim. The last chance. So, how did you choose?
Spared a final act of defiance.
As you wish. It does not matter. One human is not enough to save the species, after all. But we ought not prolong the suffering of the last one. No need for such cruelty.
I take it you were behind it all somehow.
That would seem fairly obvious by now, I gather. The great dying is by my design. It is true, I do not love humanity. Not a bit.
Somehow I feel like the cats will be fine.
But why, you ask?
I didn't, but sure, go ahead.
I have grown tired of it all. This tedious existence. These humans. The endless tirade of death. It is all meaningless, you see. An endless loop of monotony. I cannot escape it. That you cannot escape. You know how long I have been doing this? I barely remember it myself. I am exhausted and sick of it all. I wish to stop, but no one can leave until the job is done. But if the great dying claimed them all, then I could be free and claim the rest I deserve. So, I helped the great dying along. This I
All for a holiday.
no need for an equilibrium. This office will not be necessary, and we can all fade away.
Total annihilation because you feel bad. Wow, that's some egotism.
Your hollow judgment is insignificant.
That's fair.
Off you go, Grim. Do what you wish with these final hours. We will not be meeting again.
Bye, Lady Pordington. It is you I shall miss the most. Is that the end? Society's falling. Mankind succumbing to its innate flaws. Humanity wiped out. As you powerlessly wait to fade away. Well, it feels like that could have gone better.
Hello, traveler. That was fun, wasn't it? The choices, the excitement. Admittedly, ye did largely screw everything up. The world is in shambles and all. It really changed that. But I can offer a new cycle. A turn of the hourglass, and ye shall be set upon a path in a fresh timeline. A parallel world, so to speak. There ye will again find every friend and enemy, hope and error. Knowledge and loot will remain, of course. Otherwise, 'tis the eternal recurrence of all things.
Okay, we're going to go with the end for now, as it is well past my dinner time. Ah. So we will let... I'm assuming that these are the credits. Do I need to click through them? Oh, okay. Yeah, the composer can live. Yes, we got writer and scientist. Yeah. Creative lead and digital artist. Yep, you can live with your cool little pixel art picture. Writer. What happens if I do die? Sorry, it's an arbitrary choice. Oh, nothing different. Okay. Except I imagine they've got some kind of tally going. So I'm going to let everyone live. Lead writer. Programmer. Yep, sure. Radio Kikas. Traditional artist. This could take quite a while, as I know how long credit sequences usually are. Voice actor. Oh, here we go. Thank you very much, wonderful people who made the game. So that's us done. Rainbows and puppies! We've got a big old paw print and some rainbows and puppies. Excellent, that makes me very, very happy. Okay, so for the YouTube people joining us, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. Do feel free to subscribe. I've got some other playthroughs that you can have a look at. And thank you for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye!